What a messy morning. I just love it. So many things go wrong sometimes on this show. You just don't have a choice but to just swing with it. And I'm so happy that today's guests are those people who understand. I'm so happy to be joined by part of the cast of Because You Said So. Give them a hand, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being patient.
You're welcome.
Yeah, shake each other's hands.
Thank you for
having
Thank
us.
you so much.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah.
Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. No right can bring us down.
These guys are crazy. All right, how are you guys doing?
Very well.
Excellent. I'm going to start with you, Jason. A lot of people have seen you in the recent, maybe 2-3 years. You just thrust into the Kenyan entertainment scene.
Thrusting is me.
Wonderful. Tell us about yourself, darling. Who are you? Who's Jason Runo?
My name is Jason Runo. It's like the French Bruno without the B. I'm an actor, producer, and usually MC a lot.
Okay.
And on the side, I travel when I can.
Fantastic.
Sometimes.
Excellent.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And lady next to you.
My name is June Gachui, performing artist, fun-loving Kenyan, singer, actress, MC as well, and a proud member of the BYSS family. I do all those things in the nighttime. During the day, I am a practicing lawyer. I specialize in intellectual property, entertainment law. So these kind of people, we are aiming to make them the richest people in this country.
Yes, and you're very good at that. All right, and then sitting next to you, hi.
Hello.
How are ya?
I'm good.
Tell the world who you are, what you do.
So my name is K1.
Yeah.
My voice sounds a bit weird because I'm fluing just a little bit.
Oh, fluid. It's a thing now?
It's a thing, it's a thing.
It's a
It's
thing.
a
It's fluid.
thing.
Okay.
So I'm K1, aka Macmende. I'm an all-round entertainer. I'm an actor, director, DJ. What else?
You're a dancer.
And my
And a
friends.
dancer and a
You
dance
are.
choreographer as well.
Yeah.
And a host of other things. A poet.
You're now a director.
No.
Yeah, you're a poet.
This thing.
You're a cobbler.
I'm a cobbler.
Yeah. I know you're a
I'm a
stone mason.
toothbrusher.
Does everything.
You're more-
Yeah,
Modro.
I'm a jack of all trades,
Okay.
but I would say in the recent past, mostly it's been the acting, directing, and the DJing.
Okay. Wonderful. Amazing. All right. Let's continue on down the list.
So much talent.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Also did choreography for Sense8.
Yes, you did.
I'm done.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. All right.
Jason Karunguru is my name.
Yes.
I'm a motor vehicle assessor by day. At night, I'm a TV person. I don't know if I say professional.
You know, I actually
host
giggled
TV
a little
show.
bit. I thought you were joking. Are you really?
I am.
Vehicle assessor?
Yes.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
That's my job. I have a job.
You have a
Day job. I got a job.
Oh, my.
Yes. When I'm not doing that, I host a lottery show, the Pambazuka National Lottery.
You do.
I'm a cast member at BISS, an avid thespian when I can.
Yeah.
And motorcycle enthusiast.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and
Thanks
I
for
have
being here.
nice eyes. I'm told by June.
Okay.
Yes.
Mythos. All right.
I think I have to use this one.
Yes.
Hi, my name is Yafesi Musoke. Now where do I start? I'm in the beginning, Gingi. Let me just put it this particular way. I am a member of the East African community.
Yes.
We have been, of course, merged into one. That is a good thing. But I'm a writer, an actor. Sometimes I direct, but mainly writing, acting, and comedy.
Okay,
Yes.
fantastic. BYSS stands for Because You Said
Said
So.
So.
There are 2 members missing from this troupe of amazing, talented artists. Who's missing, Jason?
So we have Mugash. Mugambi he's in Germany right now.
Yeah.
He went for 6 months. He's studying film.
Okay.
He's a writer. So one of the best. He wrote Katikati.
Yeah.
So he's in Germany right now. He's been away for a couple of months. He'll be back in February.
He's been on this show, so we feel at least he's been featured, which is a good thing. Who else is missing?
Patricia.
Okay.
Patricia Kihoro, we all know her. She's a huge online social media personality and also a radio personality. She's also traveling today,
Okay.
so unfortunately she couldn't be here with us.
But they are here in spirit.
So our group is international. Yafesi is from Uganda.
Yeah.
So he'd been working for the longest as an illegal immigrant. But
You're making it sound like that's
luckily the president made it easier for him.
Yeah. We are so grateful.
We are so grateful.
We are so grateful.
Thank you.
We're
Glad to
so
have you here with us
grateful.
legally.
We're so great.
Because
You
we've
don't
had
have
to
to
work.
run.
We've had to work so hard on his accent, so that it sounds like a local. But in the beginning, when he came, he was like, "Hello, everybody. My name is Yafesi Musoke from
Musoke.
Kungu in Kampala."
But we love Yafesi, don't
we
we?
love
We
him.
love it.
Yafesi, how do you feel being a foreigner in this crew of people?
These people are lying to you. First of all, I mean, yes, I am from Uganda, but I've lived here longer than the majority of Kenyans.
Yes.
Yes.
Really?
I've lived here since 1981.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ask him where he was born.
Where were you born, Yafes?
I was born in New Delhi, India.
Wow, even
Yeah, true
better.
story. I was
He's
born in New Delhi.
international.
Can I tell you for real, your life sounds a little bit like Lupita's. She was born in Mexico, okay?
Yes.
Then she grew up here, and now she's Maju.
This
He's
is
my Jew.
He's my Jew. This guy lives up.
You should see him sending pictures to guys in Uganda.
Wonderful. How did, because you said so start, June, I'm going to give you that one. How did
Okay.
this amazing troupe come together? And
So
what is it?
about 3.5 years ago, we were all minding our business. All of us had a purpose in our life. And we had reputations, we had brands to take care of. And then there's a guy, some of you may have heard of him. His name is Jason Runo. And he started calling a bunch of us and said, "Hey, can we have coffee at Java?" And, you know, we asked, "Are you the one buying it?" He said, "Yes." We said, "Okay, we'll come." And so he said, "I've been thinking about putting a group of people together." So when we got there, we all sort of like, "Hey, at first, you haven't seen you in a while. Hey, K1. So we all sort of just had a chat. It was like a hangout.
Yeah.
And then he said, "I'm thinking about putting a group of us together to do some improv thing." We said, "Okay, yeah, that's nice." We went on talking, then we all went home. Then after like a week, we saw a poster on the internet with our names. We said, this your thinking has now resulted in a poster.
Yeah.
None of our faces were there, but his face, all of his face was there. So we said, is it his show and he's just using us for numbers? You know, we were really confused.
Yes.
But we had our first show in May, and it was the most scary, exhilarating, exciting. Like, we just told people, they're like, "What is it? Is it a play?" We said, "No." "Is it a musical?" "No." "You just come. We'll figure it out when you guys get
Right.
there."
And true to the fact, that's what you were doing.
That's exactly what happened.
There wasn't a big master plan behind the
No,
scenes.
and there's no script. I know a lot of people ask us this. There's no script.
Yeah.
He has an idea of segments that he wants us to do, like different games that he'd like us to play, but we don't really know what it, I mean, nobody knows what is in Jason's mind. The Lord is trying to figure it out, but even he don't know nothing. So we basically just go with the flow, and the thing I think we've learned the most is trust. Just trust and allow your creativity to prosper.
Okay,
Yeah.
we've compiled something really amazing to give you a visual sense of exactly what BYSS is about. But before we show you that, I think it's important we explain to our viewers and our audience members here what improv is. K1, you want to take that one? What is improv?
So improv is, like she mentioned, improv is just you being on that stage with no scripts and no rehearsals.
Yeah.
You may have a segment that's thrown at you, like for example, things that watchmen do.
Yes.
Okay, and now we did not know this before the show, and so on stage we're there, and it's like, okay, I have to think on my
your
feet.
feet, right there.
I have to be there. Like, there was no rehearsals. We didn't meet a week before the show to like, okay, this is probably what we'll do.
It's
Go and
not
think about it.
scripted, it's not
No such thing.
planned. Okay.
And then a lot of the times, it's not just us on stage. We involve the audience. With certain segments, we'll ask the audience for, give us this, give us a letter, give us something.
Yeah.
So that even the audience can see this was not rehearsed, because this is all based on what they gave us.
Of course.
And so they gave us something, and then we give it back with all the
Pomp and
confetti and
circumstance.
ceremony and laughter.
Okay.
And so that's what improv is. It's a type of comedy that's just improvisation.
We love it. All right. So if you've missed it, if you have been under a rock for the last 3 years, you've never watched this amazing troupe really wow you on stage, take a look at this compilation of Because You Said So.
So does.
Party people. Is it scary to stand there in front of people, make a fool of yourself, all for the name of art?
It is scary, but you know, for us, we don't think about how scary it is until we're just about to go on stage.
Yeah.
Or until we call on someone, not just some random person, like a celebrity.
Yeah.
Someone who you think would be used to being on stage. And they come up, and we've had a number of them, I don't have to name them.
Yes.
We've had a number of them freeze on stage.
Yeah.
And these
It's
are people
hard.
who are used to performing. And so they're just, no, you get, please don't. They're begging you, they're pinching you on the side, please don't do anything embarrassing. I'm like, I've been doing something embarrassing all this time I'm on stage. I'm the wrong person to ask.
Right.
But it is scary, and which is a good thing. Because if you don't feel any either stage fright or any fear, then at some point in the back of your mind, you ask yourself, am I taking this seriously?
Right.
Because this is a show. Whether or not there's a script, whether or not you're ready, no matter how you feel, it's a show. You're going out there and you're going to put on a show, and guys have to go home with fantastic memories of the show.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You know, when this started, and it seemed like such a simple idea, I knew from the moment I saw the beginning of it that you guys would probably that this thing would grow out of even the original idea, that it would get a life of its own and it would walk and grow beyond even what you guys had. And I think there's a lot to do with how Kenyans receive things and how Kenyans really engage with a product such as this one. Talk to me about the beginning versus now, how the audience has been with you guys, Jason.
Well, I'm actually surprised that they came out for the first show.
Yeah. And they did in huge
And a
numbers.
huge number. I remember we had such a problem. We had a full house from the first show.
But you guys are very popular in your own small select. You are. Very.
It's some more than others. So that was the first shock. And then the second thing is, I honestly, if anybody asks me, like, how did this happen? I didn't have, the people say you have got to have a business plan. You've got to have, have your, sometimes just like improv, it's important to just start.
Yeah.
I think if any of the audience members, when you leave here today, any idea that you have, don't wait for everything to be in order. Sometimes it really helps to just start. I honestly thought it was going to be a once-off.
Right.
So when we did that first show at Michael Joseph Center and we got calls and texts, so when is the next one? We're like, okay, wait.
You want another?
You want another one?
Yes.
So we tried doing the exact same show for the second time, and it didn't work.
Oh, really?
Because that was not improv. You see, rather than trying to be creative on your feet, we were trying to remember the jokes that worked with the first show.
And Kenyans are chap.
And you can imagine if you cracked a joke before and it really worked, and everybody's on there, and then next time you try it again, everybody's going,
Yeah.
So you can imagine as an artist what that does to you. The one thing a lot of people don't realize that even life is improv.
Yeah.
Hands up if your day is going exactly as you had planned it to.
Yeah, nobody.
Nobody.
Hands down.
The thing is, in life, we're always improvising. Always, you wake up late, you're like, what route shall I use? Which one is shorter? So things, but now we actually just do that on stage.
Yeah.
So what I do is I come up with different segments. I'm always writing. Even I'm sure from here we can get a segment about TV shows.
Yeah.
So on the last day, I'll just put them together in a couple of segments, and then I'll throw them to the cast,
Yeah.
and then they have to think on their feet, and then
Amazing.
yeah.
All right. Guys, you did, for those who don't know, June Gachui has one of the most amazing voices in the world. Really, you do. And so does Patricia. And choreography-wise, K1, you do a great job. Yes, indeed, you did the choreography on Sense8, an international series on Netflix. Congratulations. All right. And June, one day you'll come and there'll be a whole chef just for you.
I'll lie
Not
down
just
and
people.
sing.
Exactly. Exactly. The reason I bring this up is because the show has a huge element of music and dance, right? Talk to me a little bit about this. Why was this important to include, June?
Oh man, so I mean, on a personal level, because I do this for a living.
Yes, girl.
We decided to not be like to discriminate. So we made it like a lip sync battle, so that the rest of my
voices.
no, some people here actually can sing very, very well.
Wow, okay.
So the lip sync battle is one of the segments of the show that I think has become an audience favorite, number one, and
I hope you
for us
will
as
play
well.
it after. Yeah.
For us as well, because the challenge is to find a song that has both audience appeal, but then allows us to act out the story of the song and dress up and just take it to that next level. Yeah. Obviously, it's not a show that is it's not a segment that's completely original, but what you bring to it is what tests your originality. And so you're not supposed to use your actual voice, but you're supposed to act it out and get the audience to sing along. So what has naturally happened is that everybody becomes a member of the band or a member of the dance troupe. Okay. So it's not just like June's lip sync or Jason's. I could say so much about Jason's lip sync, but let me just say, he has mastered the art of covering his mouth.
Like a rapper. The lyrics here.
Must not hot. Yeah, but I think we enjoy ourselves.
The other thing I would add on to that is for the lip sync battle segment, none of us knows the song that the other person has picked. So you know, only you and the DJ know the song, so it's a surprise to everyone, including the cast.
Really?
And so when you start doing your song, the rest of the cast can decide, do I become part of this music video? Maybe I'm the love interest and I'm just there like singing a love song.
Oh, they were my wind.
You know, we did for her wind.
They were like the wind in my music video.
Or do we assume the role of the background dancers, or do we become the band of doing like playing air guitar?
Vixen.
The video vixen, exactly.
Yeah, okay.
He does that very well.
Please do that again. Do that again as we take a break. Twerk team #1. Amazing. Oh, this is so great. All right, everyone. We take a very quick break. When we come back, we talk about the kind of doors that this amazing platform has opened up for this troupe and what they're planning on doing in 2018. It's going to be a big year for them. All right, we'll be right back after this. Give them a hand, everybody. All right, we're back. Look at these people. Please mulika them. They are on their phones. Yeah. Sure. Yes. Yeah. You see what happens when we go on break?
It's
just
that it was taking so much.
No, I give.
You're a professional.
You have
His
my
PA
full
has
attention.
His PA has his phone. Some of us are not. It's not our show. But Serekali to Saidie will get pay rises in 2018.
Has this platform opened up doors you weren't expecting for you in terms of your craft, Jason?
Lots of doors. So basically, my other thing is I MC a lot.
Yeah, I've seen.
So
Edda's Hope?
Edda's Hope.
I know you're their person.
Yeah. So a lot of times, like, people call and they're like, oh, we need an MC, and they're like, Jason, who's Jason? Then when they look at the staff, they're like, oh, wow, this is amazing, call him.
Yeah.
The other thing it has done is that the second thing that people want to know about you after your name is what you do.
Very true.
And that has given me an identity. Because you said, so I've tried to fight it. I've tried running businesses or starting a business, and I'm like, on the side I do because you said so. No, it's actually become the one thing I do, and I've seen the benefits of, because this year my resolution was to focus purely on emceeing and because you said so.
Okay.
So I dropped a lot of the other small side hustles I was trying to, because it was distracting me from the main thing.
Okay.
It was only then that I've seen that this brand has grown. We now have merchandise that we're selling.
Yeah.
Just even as brand recognition, people actually now see the brand, they're like, oh, wow.
I know.
Yeah.
I saw billboards recently and I was so proud, But the point is to kind of just dedicate your full self to something and then see it through to the end.
Yeah.
For you, K1?
All the girls.
All the girls? All the girls? K1 is
glass of water.
Is K1 the playboy of the...
Let me tell you, we have to put in so much effort when we go on stage. Yeah. K1 just does. And the girls are like,
So like, put your hands together for your Yafesi.
That is not true. That is not true.
It is true.
It is true.
So it happens after every show.
I've seen it. I've seen it.
Hi, oh my goodness. that was such a good show. Where's K1?
Yeah.
I am standing right here, you know. How do you feel about being the playboy of the troupe?
Yeah. How do you feel? We've never discussed it. Yes, tell us.
Please, we are all interviewing you.
Why are all the arrows pointing here? Okay, so first of all, I'd like to maybe use a different word. Maybe not playboy.
Hot
Because playboy
boy-
just sounds. You know,
Yeah, it does.
Like I'm out to do some really bad stuff. Okay, so well, how actually I can say. Anyway, I don't know. how it.
We've really put you in a spot.
Yeah,
haven't
this
we?
is. I've never thought
Okay,
I'd be.
wait,
okay, so
K1.
I think it's the hair that really sets me apart.
It's not.
And
Ladies, is he fine? Is he fine, ladies? Yeah.
oh, thank you. Oh, I see you guys. Look at all that. I'll come and take pictures with you guys. The ones who said yes. The other ones who are just looking at me like. No, he's not even. Those are
The ones that
no, there's.
The ones
so
that
I
were
said-
quiet can take pictures with the rest of us.
Yes. But has your life changed, and how?
So for me, I would say the bulk of the change has been more internal.
Yeah.
And like she mentioned, and he also said this, the confidence
Yeah.
that being on that stage, we've been doing this for 3.5 years now, every 2 months. And the confidence you have to have, I mean, every time before you go on stage, there's that.
Yeah,
it's
I
like,
love those
okay.
butterflies.
Yeah, and it's good. It's good because you
Reminds
keep pushing
you.
yourself.
Yeah.
Like you're not above this. Like this is, so every day is a new challenge. And the first time we did this, there was probably a bit of sweat, like this, like one nice, a clean one.
Yeah.
Nowadays I don't sweat when I go on stage. Perspiration thing. But just that confidence, standing in front of people, and saying to myself, I got this. Like
Yeah.
my mind, the level of comedy and talent, like I have all that in me. We've done this so many times before.
Yeah.
And I think it's influenced every other part of my life in terms of, going into a meeting, when I got into directing, direct TVCs,
Yeah.
TV commercials.
Yeah.
And, the first time I had to make a presentation to client and agency, and this is like a boardroom full of people, like 15 people, and I'm just there like, what? And I started feeling this sweat thing again. Then I'm like, wait. I've been in front of crowds, like lots of people, and I've had to make up stuff. Doing a presentation, I already know what I need to say in that boardroom. So for me, I was like, okay, why am I afraid then? And so in those situations, even, just walking around, meeting people, like I have this confidence of, I'm very proud of who I am. I'm very confident in my ability to just stand in the midst of people and be relevant.
I mean, if you can get through this troupe the way you just did right there, you can get through anything in this life.
Exactly.
It is so true,
Exactly.
right?
Because for me, most of BOSS is very set apart from the other things I do.
Yeah.
They're all like sort of intertwined at some point, but everything else was already there before BOSS.
I love it.
So what BOSS did was strengthen every other thing that I do.
That's fantastic. So what is your story of how you joined this? I'm so curious.
I don't think
It's a long one, but I want to hear it anyway. Please, don't you guys want to hear it? Yeah, I do. All right.
In short, it was a referral.
Can't make it that simple.
Jason and I had a mutual friend.
Okay. What's
and
her name?
No. So basically what happened is true story. My love interest at the time.
Say it again.
Now my ex was like, oh, what do you think about Justo? I was like, let's just give him a chance then.
And the rest is history. And that's so awesome that you did. And so how has your life changed? I mean, we've been seeing you on NTV, but tell us.
It's been amazing, both on a personal level and even in terms of the work and whatnot. What I'm doing right now, the Pambazuka Lottery Show, is as a result of this, because these people spotted me on stage and they were like, yeah, we want to work with Justo.
That's great.
And I was like, wow, this is it. Like, this is a big break,
Yafesi, for you, how has your life changed because of BYSS? Because you said so.
At Maju. As I represent the Maju people. No, anyway, it's.
An artist visa.
Would you guys like to answer the question?
Let him talk.
Would you guys
Nobody's
like
allowed to
answer my
speak except Yafesi.
So anyway, it has changed in a number of ways. There's the internal one, because
Yeah.
when I say I'm a writer, it's not novels and things. I write TV shows and films and things like that. So even when producers come with drama, oh my goodness, we can't shoot this scene. It has to change. Yeah, it's easy to change that. It's very easy to think. Okay, you just improv on the characters.
Yes.
Just cha. So my writing is much faster.
Okay.
I can crack briefs much faster than before.
We love it. Give a hand to all these guys. Y'all are awesome. Amazing, amazing indeed. 2018 is going to be the best year in our lives, yeah?
Yes.
The best. Me, I've claimed it from my lips to God's ears. He's going to deliver.
Yes.
What are your plans for BYSS for 2018?
2018. Hopefully, so one of the things we've struggled with is space, auditorium space. You find out very quickly when you're in this industry that there's not many auditoriums that can fit a lot of people. Luckily, we had the last show at the Junction Mall. We had to create space in the parking lot, which was very good. We put up a dome. But anyway, I'm hoping we can grow one in audience. Brand equity. Is it okay to?
Yes.
Brand equity.
Yeah.
Make the brand bigger.
Yeah.
Something that has been very close to my heart is nurturing new talent, because you always have to think about the future. So I'm hoping that I can maybe mentor a few more people in terms of comedy. The one thing that, and I'm sorry to digress, I think as Kenyans sometimes we think there's very little, in the sense that a lot of people have come to me and said, actually this is something that has been said to me, is that, hey Jason, you're doing a good job. Even this Churchill, I'm like, no.
No, and
There's no competition. There's no day people will say, we've laughed enough. That's enough laughter for the month.
Yeah.
That's enough laughter for the month. We are
And
done.
we don't only laugh on Thursday evening or Sunday.
That's true. So, I mean, for us, we're not, different audiences, different type of comedy. So even young people who would like to start a comedy show, I'd be happy to help them.
Okay.
You know, teach them the ropes. This is how you approach sponsors. What are your posters supposed to look like? How do you attract the right audience? Those are things I would like to do with
These
younger.
people are busy laughing.
I don't know why
and
they're
you're talking
laughing.
serious things.
The poster.
The poster. You know what? Can I just say? I saw a billboard and all of y'all were on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Was there a billboard before we all had our faces there? No. So
All right, but listen, I am so proud of what you guys are doing. I think that you are pioneers in an industry that desperately needed something fresh and new. I know for a fact that one day Kenyans will be watching you on TV, on your own show like SNL, Saturday Night Live, which is pretty much what you're doing, but for a Kenyan audience, customized for Africa, isn't it?
We would
Thank
actually
you so much.
also want to do a diaspora tour, hopefully. And my target is diaspora, a country that has a lot of Kenyans. And two, hopefully,
Uganda.
and two, hopefully we'll be able to do a couple of shows in other African countries.
That would be great.
Yeah,
That would be
because
great.
I think our content is, because it's improv, and actually the show is called Because You Said So, because the audience says so.
Yes.
Yeah, it would be nice to have audience from another country just to hear how we can interact.
Absolutely. So in this case, they're looking for sponsors, right?
Yep.
KQ can come on board to fly the troupe, right?
Yeah.
They're looking for an auditorium such as this one,
Yes.
correct? Yes. John Orindi, wherever you are, you can provide space. Also, they're looking for accommodation.
Yeah.
Let's say they go to Kampala, all right, and they need to stay at the Serena, all right? And these guys are so popular on social media, they will plug you, right?
All the way.
I think that's your
cars,
2018
they have
set,
cars.
Yes.
right? Thank you
Thank
guys
you.
so much.
Thank you.
For being here. Give them a hand, everybody. So amazing. All right, so because you said so happens every
Other month. So we just had the last show this month.
Okay.
So we'll skip January. The next one is in early Feb.
early Feb, all right? So while we wait for that, ensure that you guys log on to social media platforms so we can really give you these guys' contacts and you can interact with them individually. Thank you. Bye, everybody.